Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Yves Moliva, the human species coach. The topic of today is human superpower ability to add meaning into empty things and create an experience out of that. The universe is a beautiful place. I always say that. There's all types of plant and animal species out there that have adapted over the years. All right, millions of years, so that today they exhibit specific features and actual abilities that are unique to them. And this diversity of abilities is just all over, as we can see. There's species that can see way better than us. Compared to us, it's like it's a joke what how we can see, and them. Some of them can smell for miles. Some of them can hear sounds from like some of them species, they don't need a GPS to move around. They just know how to use the planet magnetic field and to move around the planet. So one of the coolest species that I like, I admire, is a crocodile. It's considered an ancient species, meaning it's been there for a long time compared to us human beings. We only a million year old. So we babies compared to crocodile has been there for like 200 million years old. So they've coexisted with the dinosaurs. Dinosaurs went extinct, but the crocs survived and they're still here today. Some of the cool abilities that they have or features, a crocodile can stay underwater for like over an hour or something like that. They can stay without food for like a year. They can pick the sex of their child. Crocodiles, they don't age as we do. They age more gracefully. A 100-year-old human being, we can visually see that they're aging, but a 100-year-old crocodile look just like a crocodile that's 20 years old. Um, so those are some of the cool things that they can do. But I believe also as a human species, we also have some pretty cool things. And one of the main feature that I want to bring for human, which is I believe is our niche because I don't see other species do that. From looking from the outside, one of the coolest trait that we have as human is our ability to add uh, meanings into otherwise empty things and create an experience out of that. When we look at modern civilization, a human being, this ability to put meaning into things and create an experience, it's everywhere. I'll give an example. Money is like central to all human societies, but money in reality is just a piece of paper. But from that piece of paper, we added meaning and we printed that, and all of a sudden, that piece of paper has turned into this thing we call money, and we have an experience out of that. Whereas humans, we can move nations with that, we can move people with that. Some people can even kill their mother or brothers for the piece of paper. Unfortunately, but that's the reality. Another example of this ability of humans we have to put meaning into things is the experience of language. Language is just sounds that we make. But for each sound that we make, we have the ability to assign a meaning. And from that meaning assignment, we're able to have an experience of a language and communicate, even sing songs, which is amazing. Another example is the dates time from Monday to Sunday, January to December. We have created these dates, and based on these dates, right, we are able to have an experience of time. All right, with the same dates, right, we can basically May 19. I was born on May 19, but when you look at the universe, there's no such thing as May 19. But in our human experience, we can create those dates, we fabricate them, and then based on them, you can have experience of a birthday, right? And from that experience of a birthday, you can celebrate and really enjoy yourself based on the date that's been fabricated. Same thing with the way how we create borders and countries. It's all kind of imaginary borders, but we put meaning into it, and therefore we create the reality. So this is the human superpower, which I think is awesome. We can have this beautiful experience of life, but at the same time, more often than not, we get trapped in the meanings, and it often affect our life experience in a more detrimental way. And I want to say that to say, for instance, like I give an example, even our emotions, right? We fabricate our emotions based on the meaning that we assign to things and the labels we created. One example is having an event that's happening to you where you're losing a girlfriend, right? Maybe in the past you've been wired to, from that event of losing a girlfriend, you assign a meaning that's it's bad, right? And from assigning the bad meaning, you really get to experience human emotions that are assigned usually associated with something bad, like anxiety, sadness, pain, depression, right? The good news is that we can rewire yourself so we can remove the trappings, so we can actually experience life in a way that we would like to experience. A good example, like when you, for instance, like you're driving street lights, right? Red light means you must stop. Green light means you must go. In reality, green, red is really an empty thing until you assign meanings to it. But you can rewire the meanings behind things. You could create your own country, right? And in that country, you could be the president and you say, okay, in my country, on the street lights, red means go and green means stop. And then based on the rewiring, you create a completely different experience for people. And I think we can do the same thing. In I gave an example of someone that lose their girlfriend, and the rewiring process, you can assign new meaning to the same event that used to maybe you were trapped in, right? Uh, for instance, like the same event of losing a girlfriend, you can assign a meaning of good. It's really up to you. And from that meaning, good, right? You can see that you can look at it from this new angle where um, maybe it gives you an opportunity to find even a better girlfriend, or it gives you a chance to spend more time for yourself. So from this angle, you can assign a new meaning, good or whatever more pleasant meaning. As a result, emotions associated with good, you get to experience them as well. So you can, our ability as human to put meaning into things, you can really rewire yourself to experience life as you would like, and it's more pleasant for you and your heart. That's it for the video.